What up, y'all? Lil YAP SESH has to evolve. And over these years, I've been through a lot of experiences, and I feel the need to document every single thing I've experienced, what I'm going through, what I've learned in this life, because now I'm becoming an older man. I'm 20 years old right now. I'm going to be 21 in next year, April. So I'm starting to get older, and I'm trying to document and really preserve every single thing I've learned in this world. And one thing I want to talk about today is social manipulation. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard that song Sweet Dreams, and there's this particular lyric in that song that I love that I think people tend to look over. It says, some of them want to use you and some of them want to get used by you. And in this life, I think we got to pick which one we want to be. Are we going to be used? Are we going to get used by? And I think relationships and stuff like that has to be transactional. So at one point, you're going to be getting used. At another point, you're going to be getting used by. Like, you're going to be using other people. So one of my friends, I was just talking to him. His name is Gene. He was like, dude, every single relationship in this world is transactional. The relationship with your mom, that's transactional. Like, she's going to give you love, and you're going to give her love back. She's going to give you this home and everything to live in, and you're going to love her because that's your mom. Like, that's a transactional relationship. You guys are, you're exchanging something. It doesn't matter. There's always something in relationships that's transactional. You always have to exchange something. I was in a relationship like a couple months ago, and usually I don't talk about my relationship, but, you know, I had to end it because I was like, bro, this shit is overly, like, I feel like it's a parasitic relationship. The other person kind of felt like a parasite. And it's just taking from me. This other person was taking and taking and taking and taking. And it started to get frustrating. Like, I was like, oh, hell no, I can't deal with this shit. And it's not just a, like, relationship, like an actual, like, girlfriend, boyfriend type of thing. I had also other friend I had to cut off, too, because I was like, bro, you are freaking a parasite to my life, low-key. Like, I don't really like you like that. Like, I actually, like, this relationship, I know it's transactional, but you taking too much at this point. Like, nigga, like, chill. Like, you are taking too much from me. But you have to cut that shit off. So it's like, how do I conquer, like, these social manipulations and this, like, transactional relationship? How am I able to leverage the most and get the most out of it while I'm not giving too much up? Because nobody in this world wants to be scammed. Like, none of us want to be scammed. We all want to, like, I feel like we're receiving something, like we're getting a good deal. Like, how do I go around people that I feel like, yo, I'm giving you something, I'm giving you some type of something good in exchange of, like, whatever you're giving me. Like, what value am I giving you and what value are you giving me? Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, how do I conquer these social manipulations? Because eventually our low life is transactional, like it or not. Like, we just don't want it overly transactional. We just don't want it, like, to be too much like, too much taken from us and, like, having a bad deal. I don't want that. Like, I just want a good relationship where I feel like I'm pouring into the other person and they're pouring into me. So how do I do that? One thing I've learned is for you to really sit down and think. And, like, whatever relationship you get in, like, it has to be meaningful. You know what I mean? Like, you have to observe the person first. Like, that's why I don't got too many friends, because I'm constantly observing people. And most of the time, like, I love people around me, but I realize, like, bro, some of these guys I can't really fuck with like that. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I can't really fuck with you for real. Like, I really can't. That's why I don't got too many friends. Like, I just, a lot of people see me on my, like, by myself and all that, because I observe everybody, and I'm like, bro, I can't be in that type of group. But the thing is that I can be friendly to everybody. I can, we can be friends, but we're not, like, close friends. That's why I have I think I only have, like, 2 close friends in this world. Like, 2 actual close friends. And after those 2 close friends, one is closer than the other, because we've just been, close since freaking 7th grade. So that helps out. But like, he's my best friend. His name's Ryan. Y'all probably know him. You've seen him in the podcast and everything. What I pour into him, he pours back into me. The way we just bounce back off of each other, the relationship doesn't even feel necessarily transactional. It just feels great. It just feels like, wow, like this dude, I can learn so much from this dude, and he can learn so much from me, and he doesn't feel like parasitic. That's one thing I love about my best friend. Like, people who don't feel parasitic, people who are gonna pour in you, they're just not there to like take and take and take. Oh, because I promise you, no matter how nice you are in this world, if you get around a parasitic person that just keeps taking from you, you are gonna get tired one day. And there's gonna be a point where you're gonna get used to the point you're gonna be like, bro, I can't take this stuff no more. I can't take this shit no more, bro. I can't take that shit no more, bro. And that stuff drains you, bruh. And that's why I'm kind of wary of people. I love people so much, like low-key. I love people so much, but I'm very wary and I'm very observant of this world. So I would advise you guys to be observant of your society so you can conquer the social manipulations, because there are people constantly trying to like it or not, we're constantly manipulating each other to try to get something out of each other, to try to get this, to try to get that. It's just the truth. It's like, I want my friend to tell me something. I want him to tell me like, yo, how to get these new shoes. Like, where you get that more shoes from? Like, yo, I like those shoes. Like, blah, blah. Like, I hype him up a little bit. That's technically some form of manipulation, bro. You got to manipulate the system. And two of my close friends are so good at this. They are so good at this stuff. And I respect them so much for it, because I see them do it in real life. And they both admit, like, dude, whatever you pour into people, they gotta pour back, because if you keep pouring, you're gonna end up empty one day, and that's just the truth. And I'm just looking for people right now at this stage of my life where it's like I'm looking to pour into, because regardless, I'm gonna give you some type of value. That's the type of person I am. I have value. I'm gonna give you some type of value, but you gotta bring something back to me, and that's why. A lot of people around here are just here to take and take and take and take from you. But obviously, like I said, nobody wants to be scammed. But yeah, social manipulation. Continue to manipulate the system. I don't want us to think about manipulation in in a negative way. I want us to think it in a positive way. Like, it happens anyways. We just gotta accept it. Like, we all manipulate each other in some way, shape, or form. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. But I just really want us to focus. I want myself, this is my goal for myself, to learn more of this world, to be more observant of this world, but to also give people chances. Because I know, like, oh, I don't want too much taken from me, but I don't want that to like stop me from like giving people opportunity to like get to know me, for me to get to know people, because I'm trying to make connections, but I'm not also, one thing I tend to do is like, I tend to give too much. I tend to give too much attention. I tend to give too much energy. And while it's not being reciprocated, and that shit it sucks. It sucks for anybody. Like, you're giving someone something and they're not reciprocating it. It's like with a one-way love. It's like you love this person and that person is not reciprocating that thing back. That shit is ass. Like, if you've experienced that stuff, I mean, I've not really experienced it, but like, if you've experienced that stuff, put it in the comments, like, where you love someone and they don't love you back. That stuff is draining, isn't it? And you keep chasing them, you're just gonna lose all your energy. But in this world, let's learn that. I want to learn that the relationships are transactional. However, I want the most quality people to have a transaction with, to trade with. I want to trade with the most quality people in this world. I really want to give people a chance. That's my goal. I want to give people more chances, but not pour too much of my energy into people. And I also want to get something back in return. And I know if I find the right people, oh my gosh, because I know myself, if I find the right people, I will be perfect. If I could find the right people, I will be so well off. Like, the people I can pour my energy to and they have value in return, those guys, those are the type of people I love. The people who just, you give them something and they give you something like worth it in return. And those type of people are just rare, and you can't find them. And sometimes it's just life. Some of us are not just compatible. Like, that's just how it is. But right now, That's my goal. And that's in this documentation. I'm probably gonna like update you guys in the future and be like, yo, this is what I did, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to talk to like more people, try to give more people chances and stuff like that, but not to the point where like I get drained off of it. And this is the beginning of the journey. Social manipulation. Don't worry, the next video is gonna be here. I'm gonna start posting more. You know, I've been talking to myself, like I've made some videos, I just didn't post them. This one, I promise I will post it. All right, thank you so much, guys. I love you.